Hey, so this week I saw Wonder Woman and I tweeted that I thought it was good, but that I would be talking about it in more depth here on my YouTube channel so I had more time to process it and really put my thoughts across with some oomph. But I haven't done that. Don't know if you've noticed, but that's not a thing I've done. Not because I don't want to, but because I didn't want to do anything this week. I suffered with what I call probably unoriginally bad brain days. Some of you watching, the privileged few, may go, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what a bad brain day is. But others may not have a clue what that is. So let me explain what that consists of. So I've been trying to become more of a morning person recently, and I've been trying to wake up around 8 a.m. and sort of get on with my day. And the other day I woke up at that time, but then just a sort of paralyzing feeling of just I don't want to do at all. Because I'm self-employed, I feel like I can give into it easier. So my entire life is based around me being motivated enough to get up and do something. And on this day, that motivation was nowhere to be found. So I just gave into it and laid there until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And the only reason that I got up is because I got an email from my landlady saying, get up. No, why would she know? She was coming over to do, because we're going to be moving out soon. So she was coming over to do some inspections of the house, and just, it's boring. She was coming over. And so because of that, I got out of bed. But if she wasn't coming over, I think I would have stayed there. And going back to the self-employed thing, I think that, imagine if I had a proper job and I had to be somewhere like an office or something in the morning, and I called in being like, I don't really feel like I want to, and they were like, what are you talking, get up, what do you mean you don't want to? Get here or you're going to be fired. That's how this works. But because I don't have that, because I don't work for anyone else, which I like, I also can give in to that feeling and just sort of let it wash over me and consume my day. And then I feel weak as well because I've given into it and because I've let it control my life, because I've not fought back against it, because I didn't want to do anything. I've been writing a feature film at the moment, a feature film version of a thing we made a couple of years ago called Ghost Fighting Corporation. The feature film is nothing like the pilot that we made, and I don't know if anything's going to happen with it, but we've been writing it just so that we can potentially take it out and see if anybody wants to make it. But on that day, even reading back the script to see if I liked it exhausted me within 2 pages. My brain wanted to shut off. And I enjoy writing, so I couldn't even do little work things that I enjoyed. So I ended up doing the ironing just so that, and I don't really tend to iron. I don't like it, obviously. But I did it just so that I could achieve something. This feeling has been happening a lot more recently as well. If I was going to draw a line of me feeling content, I've been rising above it and dipping below it, going up and down a lot more often recently. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because I've been sort of existing in no man's land, being not actually employed to do anything. We've been paid already to write this script, so we're not constantly being paid to do it. I'm just writing it more because I want it to be good. And at the same time, there's no future project on the horizon, so I'm sort of just existing and floating. I thought I'd basically beaten the post-production blues of finishing Jack and Dean of All Trades Season 2. I thought I'd beaten it, and I was just I'm carrying on with other projects. I'm writing some stuff, and I thought I'd beaten it. But I think that's probably what it is. I think I need to accept the fact that I'm not doing the thing that makes me happy anymore. And that's another thing as well, is that I think I'm happiest when I'm in the middle of making something. And I think that is for 2 reasons. Because I love making stuff. Whether it be the sketches for Jack and Dean, whether it be editing somebody else's thing, writing, or being on set for something, especially for something like a series, something that's bigger, that you spend a good amount of time on. The series shoot for Jack and Dean of All Trades, both seasons, was about 20 days. So you're just doing that constantly. Getting up at 5 in the morning and then getting home at about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening. And, after 20 days, that's exhausting, but I feel like I could get up and do it for another 20 days easily. easily. I could do that for my entire life. I'm so jealous of filmmakers who can just jump from one project to another. Hopefully that'll be me one day. That's the first reason why I think it makes me really happy. And the second reason is because I think that when I'm doing it, I have like a thing my brain is focusing on. Any of those sort of negative thoughts that my brain can just sort of like they can just sort of seep in, they all just fall away. But I don't know if that's because I'm enjoying the task or if it's because I'm focused too much on one project that there's no room for them. Because I'm not doing that at the moment, I think that those things can seep in and I just have bad brain days. But I'm all right. Like, I don't need advice. I'm just sort of doing this to talk because you're a therapist, the camera, and you don't judge me. You're just a one-eyed machine, and eventually people will watch this, which is weird. Isn't it weird? Sitting here in my living room on my own and you're going to watch this later. But I have a question. By all means, talk about your bad brain experiences and what you've done to help in the comments if that is something you want to do. But what makes you happiest? And why do you think it makes you happiest? Thank you for listening, and I will talk to you soon.